Time freezes for exactly 1 day. You are the only person unaffected and can freely wander around and do whatever you like. What do you do in those 24 hours? Enter Parliament while it's in session, Sharpie everyone with funny faces. That's quite wholesome. I would check every politician's smartphone to see if any of them are pedos and out them afterwards. I'd go check Epstein's files to get all of his connections. I'd definitely check everyone at the Supreme Court. I'm sure there are many bad apples. Hell, 1 day wouldn't be enough to do all that, but I'd at least start somewhere. That's assuming you're able to get hold of those things. Locked items are still locked if time is frozen, I think. I can finally loot stuff without a consequence, but I'll just take everyone outside and just lay them down in their front yard, so when time continues at least 100 people would be wondering, how the did I get here and why did this happen to 100 people coincidentally? Then the story will become the stuff of legends and you can finally die knowing your name is written in stone. Everyone wakes up with a sunburn. LOL. Their skin wouldn't burn, the heat energy isn't transferring. I think I would just like to go into different houses and look around. Just become a real estate agent, then you can do that all day. I've thought of this, but it's not quite the same. If someone is hiring a realtor, sometimes people are moved out halfway or cleaned up big time and you don't see what everyday life is like. You don't see bills on the table or the cardboard box people keep for the cat. I love things like that. At first I was thinking of robbing banks and large department stores, hide the cash in various caches. On second thought, I'd bring a ladder to the zoo and pet a whole bunch of animals, sleep next to a bear. OMG. How delightful. When else could you ever pet a lion, an eagle and meerkat all in 1 day? I'm touching all the penguins. And the tapir, I want to know if its fur is as wiry as I'm assuming it is. And I'll finally get to see those damn wolves, always hiding out every time I go to the zoo. At least the tiger prowls visibly, as far as the wolves are concerned everyone can off. Go to a store, get as many flowers and ice cream cones as possible, they won't melt because time is standing still, and give a flower and an ice cream cone to everyone I see. Also I'd rob a bank. Wholesome and realistic. Aw, thank you. I just wanted to bring joy to everyone's day. Everyone except for the people at the bank. That's why you'd need to be very careful and very selective. Robbing anything of value is right out. Don't try to rob Fort Knox or even a local bank branch. High-profile targets would attract immediate attention once time resumed. Large amounts of cash, or trying to move millions of dollars worth of gold or art would bring down immense levels of wrath. Petty theft is the name of the game. Pickpocketing wallets, 30 or 40 bucks here or there. Go grab that new video game from GameStop you've been wanting. Clothes, groceries, small shit like that in small amounts across various locations. If you're industrious and careful, you could set yourself up nicely over 24 hours. You wouldn't be rich, but little stuff adds up. I'd go to the casino and steal chips. From patrons who obviously seem loaded and tipsy, who wouldn't mind a few black chips went missing here and there. If I'd pickpocket, I'd like to do it at a rich district so I don't feel as bad. That's actually a better plan than most others here. Someone suggested to just enter the bank's vault, but it's pretty clear that even if you have 24 hours, this does not mean that you can break into a vault. But a casino is always open, and people's chips are waiting for you on the tables. There is so much money that you can just pick up. Plus, laundering money later in the casino would not be a problem, just sell them whenever you need cash. Casinos are certainly not known to actively fight money laundering. You aren't speaking from experience, right? No, but it seems like common sense to me. I mean, what'll benefit me more? A stack of cash I lifted from a few hundred people in a manic fit of greed. Or a truckload of gold bars that I can't move without attracting the attention of federal law enforcement. I can use the cash over a period of months on small purchases that are unremarkable. I couldn't launder the gold without raising red flags. It's better to stay humble in the proposed scenario. Low reward but low risk. See, that is the advantage of being in a western state. Melt the bars and drip into water to make placer-looking gold, stake a gold claim on a known gold-producing stream and pretend you have found a new strike. With gold prices at the levels they are, you can make a single 20 kilograms bar last for months and feed you for a very long time. Finding some local deposits would be good, and doing your own on-site smelting would be good too. Mix native gold and materials with melted bars to at least passively fool chemical screenings. Takes some patience, but do it right and you are set for life. We seem to have mysteriously lost a ton of gold. Oh look, somebody claiming they randomly found a ton of gold in a river. Proceeds to arrest thief and take gold back. As I said, you don't do it in large amounts but enough to make it worth a decent living and amass a small fortune. The key is getting it out of a government mint-stamped bar and into a more easily disguised form, and quick. The gold in the river is real and verifiable, and you could even seed the river to make the recovery more realistic. He either fears his fate too much, or his deserts are small, who dares not put it to the touch, to win, or lose it all. I go back to sleep. I just realized I might not even notice if it happened at the wrong time. Shit. Edit spelling. You'd have to be away from anything that normally moves for a whole 24 hours. That means no people, no clocks, no environment, etc. Eventually you'd notice the sun isn't moving, neither are the clouds, you can't hear anything, etc. etc. If time was absolutely completely stopped, would light even still work? Would you wake up blind and deaf for 24 hours and nobody would be responding to you? Or wait. Would moving mean you ran into stationary light? Rapid blinking, holy crap. I wish I was smart so I could know anything about what I am talking about here. Rob a bank, cash only. Afterward, spend the day swapping bills with all the local businesses so I end up with untraceable cash and leaving behind a bank that was seemingly robbed by all the shop owners within a couple miles. Grab some movie money, rob the bank, and replace the cash with the movie money. See how long it takes for someone at the bank to notice. The real question is, would the reflection on mirrors change? Well, considering that time is frozen, but only you're not, light wouldn't bounce off you because it's not moving. So the reflection on mirrors would be the same as what it was before time froze. Let's assume for the sake of eliminating weirdness that anything inside you still moves and isn't affected by the time freeze, so you don't end up eating food that stays in your throat. Also, anything that is molecularly bonded does not break apart, so you can pick up entire objects and such. If light doesn't bounce off you, then it wouldn't hit your retinas and you'd be blind. Your pranks and shenanigans just got a lot harder. Considering I have 24 hours. And that there would be cars still on the road. Then I would take a motorbike or four-wheeler and attach a trailer to it. I'd then take that to all the stores nearby and use it to loot them of video games, computers, and Funko Pops. Then I go to the next store. Then I go to a bank that I ain't part of and loot it of money. I think you're forgetting the grocery store. Steal all the bread and you'll never need to buy bread again. Bread? Empty them out of toilet paper and keep the panic buying going. I would go to a second-hand store and buy the most random things I could find. A single boxing glove, a shot glass that has Kermit the Frog on it, a pack of adult diapers, a grab bag of fridge magnets, a t-shirt from a 1994 Garth Brooks World Tour, some old bowling shoes, a set of plates commemorating the TV show Dynasty, a bunch of Miley Cyrus pencils, a ceramic flower vase in the shape of a clown, a fish tank, some exterior house numbers, a PJ Masks onesie, a dog outfit, one ski, a poster of the movie Batman and Robin, a wooden inspirational wall quote, a small dog food bowl, a large stuffed bear, a pair of high heels, some used golf balls, a very bad painting, terrible smelling perfume, 3 Bratz socks, a shirt that says I heart Guam, a used Chia Pet. Then I would find a nice middle-class neighborhood where there are lots of houses built close to each other. I'd start at the first house and find the houses that were unlocked or easily accessible, and I'd go inside them and take notes on the general decor of the house and on what I thought possible hobbies might be of those living there. I'd then cross-reference it with the list of items I had purchased. I'd choose the item that would be the most out-of-place item to find in each corresponding house and place that item in an area so that it wouldn't get immediately found by those who lived there. It's nothing malicious or dangerous or even illegal. I would be leaving things, not taking them. Imagine being a fan of art and finding one day the worst picture you've ever seen hanging on the wall in the spare bathroom. Or finding 20 fridge magnets stuck to the pipes under your sink. Maybe finding a set of dynasty plates now mounted to the wall in your bedroom. A single 20-something guy living alone who finds 3 Bratz socks in his closet. Or a hardcore death metal head one day seeing a 1994 Garth Brooks World Tour t-shirt on the hook behind the bedroom door. Maybe a married couple who have no kids finding a PJ Masks onesie in a drawer in the kitchen. Or going into your backyard and finding extra street house numbers that don't match up on the porch wall. A large stuffed bear down in the crawl space under your house. A pair of high heels under a 10-year-old's bed. Imagine the simple chaos it would create.